As good, aka the highest good. Excuse me for a second. I need to fix this. Do you see? This is a new dress. Actually, it's not. It's vintage. It's vintage. Um, I think my sister gave it to me. And I had to make some modifications because we have different body types, and it just didn't compliment me. So even after I made the ruche on the sleeves to kind of bring it up a little bit, it like even still I wasn't happy with the fit. Like it just wasn't doing me justice. Because I'm not, how do I say it? This kind of dress calls for like a 1940s slim waist, slim hips, and a bustier top. So that's normally what goes for this, and so I decided to change this part of it, and gosh, what a huge difference. I mean, it wasn't enough just to button up all the way to the top, but like now, this is the first time I've worn it in over a decade, since I've made the modifications. And you know how vintage is, it sometimes it isn't lined, and kind of like when you wash it, it gets all wrinkled on the button part of the hem. Anyway, I'm able to overlook that portion now that I put, oh, I found it in my barrel of stuff again. The same one where I don't know, I revisited something that I was making. I don't even remember what it was. Um, but anyway, this is the Mooncake Edition. Volume 18. It is Tuesday, so it's Authorizing Officer Tuesday. And, anything that pertains to my Supreme Divine Collective, we're just going to automatically assume that my Divine Collective, in these sessions moving forward, um, and, or moving forward, is going to be supreme. I don't, I have to set standards, so that's where I'm at right now. And it's good to put that in practice before I get into the dating scene. So yeah, there's that. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I had some minor wins yesterday, like some, housewife tarot, like some minor arcana. Well, not minor arcana, but like if you're talking about the moon card and manifestation, celebration, moon cake, etc. We were talking about the moves that got us there in the first place, the minor arcana, the daily activities. So anything that pertains to additional, my divine collective, it will be stipulated here. Okay, so on the left side, the energy card is Judgment in reverse. Okay, checking on weight, etc. I did I did a little bit of working out, some strategic snacking, not like just lightly strategic, less heavy on the snacking, and yeah, so there's that. So there's a weigh-in, okay? I don't think it really has to do with anything like aesthetic. I'm just more like I want to be at my best. And anything that if I have the energy, and whenever I have the interest to do so, in indulging whatever leverage I have, I'll entertain it a bit. I mean, I have one life, right? So, yeah, it doesn't hurt to be in tip-top shape. And of course, I noticed that the more that I work out certain areas that are being targeted by those that continue or begin to oppose me, the more benefit I see in regaining control over my own body. You know, it's like, no, that's not yours. It's totally mine. So that's judgment and reversal right there. Regaining control. On the right side is temperance. Look, oh gosh, we're baking. We're baking. That is a recipe for success, like in flow already. This is compliance. This is well measured. It is upright in the doing side. Mooncake. Like, can you even? It even came out with this card, which is, I don't know what. Four of Swords in reverse. So this is after like a teeny bit of time of a hiatus. Like um I wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't as plugged in as I normally am. Like, I didn't give it as much focus as I usually did for the day. What the frick did I do yesterday? Holy smokes. Well, I did things. What the heck did I do? Shit. Well, whatever it was I was supposed to do, I should write this stuff down. Sometimes it just goes by really quickly, and I'm just pleased with the results, and I I just move on without documentation, you know. So anyway, let's get at this. Oh gosh, what the heck? What did I do? Like, seriously. I think it was mainly like household things. Yeah. Mainly. It was. It was totally that. Like finding peacefulness in de-seeding a pomegranate, taking photos of florals in my garden, spreading um uh I guess overripened the overripened pomegranate seeds, any portion of them in my garden, wondering what's going to happen next. Are the squirrels going to have feed on it, or am I going to grow surprise? Am I going to start to grow lots of pomegranates? Or is it going to offer nutrients to my whatchamacallits? The Empress's garden. Yeah. You know, shake hands with the other plant forms. You never know. So I did that. I did that. You never know. I changed the patterns. So what was I saying? Okay, so Four of Swords in reverse. This is healed. This is yeah, recovery. Okay. Okay, this is good. With temperance? Mooncake. Okay, so it's celebratory. Like, okay, this is good. This is good. All right. So what are we gonna get the header cards from here? No. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing Duck Duck Goose. Yeah, we'll do header cards from here. But first, I have to fix the rest of my hair. Okay, what came down here? Did I Magician in reverse? Oh, yuck. I didn't check the other. Faintly that. Okay. All right. Hold up for a second before we do anything further. So I was listening to other readers. In fact, I was looking at my old playlists instead of looking at live, what do you call it? More recent feeds, just things that I had saved on my like private list so that I could, you know, root through them, make them more accurate whenever I feel like dipping into them. And I just started the playlist. I think there's 2 or 3 on there, one with Inception, one with Bastion and Moonchild. And I was like, how synchronous? Because I've had those saved for a while and they were, I don't know when I saved them, but um, I don't know when. So I thought that was kind of like a hint towards what I should be doing right now. Mm-hmm. Give me a second, because I need to find out what the heck's. Where did I put this stuff? Oh, it's right behind me. We'll use that. And that one. Okay. I can. All right. How am I going to do it? Like this? Is this thinner? No. I think it's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna be just fine. Okay. Hopefully this stays. This is actually. Okay. I hope so. I hope so. Oh, it's almost there. It's almost there. Okay, oh yeah, so we should just do like, we could do it like amidst, all of this. Okay, let's. All right, just a few shuffles first. Okay, all right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ah, jeez, there we go. Oh, High Priestess and the King of Cups. Oh my God, surrounded. This is the psychic powwow. Like like Alcohol's Anonymous. This is a psychic powwow version of it. Like, what did you see? Not what do you know. It's like, what did you see? So we're more interested in like the visionary aspect of things, not like what do you know? Because in here, this is like an expansion of what we know. It's not like what we know is just like factoid. Um, yeah, I feel like that. We know that like the things that we know, um, like in this range, are more like flexible. They're more expansive and therefore like adjustable, right? Um, yeah. And so this is great. Like, oh my gosh, both have their eyes closed. Mm-hmm. So there might be like a little skip, like a little bit of a hesitation to like log on, basically. Um, yeah, to each other. Um, I feel like that, yeah. But it's like just a tiny, I wouldn't call it a hiccup. I'll maybe call it more like a speed bump. Yeah, like slow down there for a second. Yeah, it's finding that sweet spot of calm before you connect with someone else. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so that's wonderful. Okay, so this is celebratory in a different way for sure. Um, hmm. Okay. This is okay, so this part of like manifestation. Um, I thought this was going to be geared towards like the full moon coming up on the 20, or actually that's a new moon. Oh, okay. Okay. So, intentions. This is definitely like syncing up to one another. For sure. This is my little, what do you call it? Uh what do you call them? Prototype. Done in a different gauge. And I realized, because like some people have fine hair, but um sometimes I just want it to just stay. So I did a thicker gauge. after this, but it works. Psh, ah, it works, darling. All right. Hold up there for just a few moments. I need to find my grandmama's earrings. I don't even know if it's gonna match. I don't even know if this hairdo is doing. Just kidding. We just figure it out. Now you get to know, what the get ready with me on a fly thing is like. I need some. I feel like, does that work? Yes, it's gonna work. All right, okay, move with this or move with this. This one. I got confused because I thought it was for this deck because it was laid on there. Okay. So, like, what's coming in is something that, like, I already know. Like, if these are specs, like, what do you call it? Clarifiers to the energy cards. Then this is kind of like a round table prep is what I feel like. Like, so whatever I expect, not like how do I say it? Whatever I've downloaded is absolutely correct. I don't need to have any fear on any discrepancies with that, or any variations, like we're on a new timeline, or what do you call it? Like we're on a new trajectory, or things have changed, or I don't like. I think my guides have covered the range of variabilities. Like when I think there's something in like statistics or whatever where there's certain formulas that cover a variance, like a certain range of probabilities, so that like its answer is more exacting. Like like what do you call it? Doctor Strange, right? So it's I think they've covered that, so I can feel more at ease, like feel more safe, not just like physically safe, energetically safe. Like now this is more also like safe as in that's my destiny and it's gonna roll out. And so that's there's a frequency that's very silent in this, though. I'm not getting the firm like yes or no. Hold on, give me a second. What is going on? I don't know. Let me see here. I'm gonna get a clarifier on that. Six of Wands, victory. Correct. Not just correct, victorious. Like people are viewing in, like, ooh, ah. Interesting. Um, yeah, like clean. I mean, I did my house stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's still more to do, but progress. Very, a lot of progress. Yeah, so that there's like this victory coming up. For sure. Oh, you know what? I just noticed on Judgment, like about to roll out, this little this piece of meat of mine is about to go on a journey. On I'm about to go on my new stuff. It says start today like yourself better tomorrow or something like that. You see it's she's on the scale and it's a 0 right there. And the last thing, okay. All right, there's that. Oh, that's what I did. Where did I wanna show you? Oh, I can't really show you. Todd McFarlane. I went through the crevices of like, certain areas, like pockets of spaces that I forgot about, and so I had these figurines, like action, like a lot of articulation in the in these I don't know if you would call it action figures. They're but yeah. So I worked on those. Like because some like I had to craggle the knee area to enforce it, and that's probably why I lost track of time. Whoops. And I hand sewed I finished the a pillowcase, toss pillow, and anyway, stuff like that gave me great pleasure. Yes. Okay. All right. So there's that. So then okay, on the right side, if the King of Cups is presenting to clarify the Temperance and the Four of Swords card in reverse, this is a well-respected man. Yeah, for sure. And he gets up in the morning and blah 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 blah, and he like he does all the right things. But I don't remember what the context of the song is, but it's like it's doing all the right things. And like I usually don't jump into like the mechanics of that of like the 1950s version of house like domestication. But here like so like when I do it, it's more of a momentous occasion. So anyway, it's a different version of self-respect. Like I'm not just programmed to do this, but I see the worth in doing it, and when I do it, it's when I call it. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, all right. Mooncake, talk your shit, Tina. Volume 18. What do you want me to divulge? My expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight on Authorizing Officer Tuesday. And being this is Authorizing Officer Tuesday, I feel like this is kind of like a little bit of a round table here. Like a chill powwow. Like a kickback almost. But of like these are visionaries for sure. I mean yeah. Okay. Alright, so what else do you want me to divulge? Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's chill. It's a chill. It's a kickback. Nine of Swords. It's what I said was exactly that. I mean, 9 and the Six of Swords. That's 15. Yeah, it's like we're killing it almost. So whether that's 6 plus the 9, 15 swords, like the Devil card, like overly accentuated. You're right on the dot, right on the nose. Or if it's 6 minus or 9 minus 6 and it's 3 of Swords upright, it's like are any opposition that remains, like it hurts, it's like it's blinding. It's I don't know if it's blinding, but like with crows, like massive crows is a murder. So crows can be very like dominating in their energy, like intimidating. So like if we're talking about a murder, like the flapping of the wings, it's almost like when there's a lot of air, like sandstorm, like almost like a sandstorm, but there's no debris. Really, like how do I say it? There might be a little bit, but it's like that poof of air, but like in its massive form, in its collective form, when you're like go to the optometrist. So that's what I'm saying, like blinding in that realm, like how far we've ascended, like how far we've came. Yeah, we've come, whatever. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. All of the above on that one. Okay. So, that's interesting. This is a kickback. I haven't been to a kickback in years. And so, like, I have no context of it whatsoever. I have no idea what that's like. Have the terms changed? Anyway, it's okay. Yes? No. No. All right, anything else? Okay, first off this, which is the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So there's something joyous about, like, there's like, ta-da, look what I can do. Did you know what this reminds me of? Harry Potter, when the kids, like, I forget, they come back from the shop, the candy store, like, you know, basically the main street of like, or they're downtown, their pier type of area of their, you know, magical realm. And sorry, I'm forgetting names here, but they have like magic tricks that they're, you know, toying with. So it's like everyone's really excited, sharing the same vibe. It's almost like Christmas, but without it being Christmas, you know. This is like the inner child is safe in these quarters. And this I already saw the card, but no, it fell just like that. So and this fell in an encirclement of the charging cord, 4 of Cups. Yeah, so this is correct. It went from like solitary kind of confinement, like quarantined almost, but there's a sense of isolation here, almost like the 5 of Pentacles. Like it's things are just not vibing, you know. Things are solemn for a while. Yeah, like it felt like, you know, the options that were to be engaged with were more of like chores, more of like seemed like if you indulged in them, they would be a waste of time or draining. To this, like, being in the right space, the right time together. It is good. Okay. Anything else? Where's the other set? Here. Yeah, time to go with these. All right, so Mooncake, what can I divulge right now? Oh, God. Ace of Wands in reverse and a bunch here. First off, Queen of Pentacles accentuated. Then this Magician in reverse with King of Wands and the World card in reverse there. Oh, this is talking about someone that has um, someone that's very social but has what do you call it? It's not dark magic here. It's closeted abilities. Yeah. Um, but then they can get to engage in that. And Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is high. That's right. Yeah, these are highly abundant times. And then this bunch right here. So, Two of Wands. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Holy smokes. This is great. So this is a shared space that feels good. I don't know what to make of this. You know, there's some reality checks that I have in my space that still don't have answers. Like, I mean, they still don't have any proof of, like, immediate recovery. But, like, here, the precedence is, like, you can trust everything. Everything's going to be more than okay. They're going to be great. They're going to be excellent here. They are excellent. Like, just consider that as done. That's what they're telling me. Now, a prefix to this, like, I don't like being controlled. So the thing is that if they say one thing and then I don't even need to go there, but like prefixing this reading, I was thinking if my guides, you know, whatever my expanded divine panel of the infinity, if they tell me one thing and this is the way it's supposed to be, because they've told me and like shit has not come through, people have not come through, like in the past, just just so like that I will kind of not you know, this area of patience and you know it's so you're safe to do domestic whatever this and that without any worry about the outcome of this because it's going to be wonderful, successful, great. If that's just a ploy for me to sit still and run myself to the ground, I I don't know what to do. So they already prefixed, they already answered all of that before I could, you know, start with divulging. Yeah, so I don't need to worry about those things. So I don't. Okay, let's just calm down here for a second. Okay, my expanded divine panel of infinity. What do you want to tell me first off? I was feeling good until like I conjured, you know, like revived all of that. The Star in reverse and Four of Pentacles. What I'm hearing is the phrase is you have it in you. Trust in yourself. And I don't know what these I shouldn't have like divulged all of that. I probably shouldn't have talked about all of that, but here it is. It was inside. So you know, somewhere in there. So it's healthy. It's healthy to talk about this, okay? Mooncake. Manifestation. What is, can you elaborate a little from here? Okay, we'll elaborate from here. Or we'll get one from here. that way. Page of Pentacles inverted. You're okay. You're doing great investing in yourself, okay? Yeah, so this is not like banging on your chest like a gorilla, but like you got it, Tina, or I got it. Because it's like it's fine china right there. So like I got it. Under control, safekeeping. Yes. Okay. I got it. Okay. All right, and then anything more that my expanded divine panel of the infinite you want to say about it? I just divulged. Okay. Okay. Ace of Swords, extroverted. Absolutely right. This is like smart stuff. You're doing what you ought to do, Tina. I'm doing exactly it. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing the dang things. Okay. I mean, it felt like it. I was in the moment. Time got lost. Well, it didn't get lost. I just got very immersed. And I like that. That's just how I was like with puzzles and all of that, you know? It was nice. It was nice. I like that. Okay. Anyway. Eight of Pentacles inverted. Yeah. Just as good as I am working on, stuff like, my tarot, all of that. I'm also good at working on myself within these like domestic matters. So don't question it. Like, one relationship bleeds into another. Like the quality of care from this also pertains to my personal. So it carries over. So it's integration is what they're saying. So masculinized aspect of, what you've learned, what I've learned. Yeah. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What is it bringing along? Huh? Or is it carry along? I don't know. Okay. Two of Swords, extroverted. Protection. This is like practical magic. It's almost like the expansive form, like the glorified form of cleansing your altar. So when I am finishing up projects or ideating something that's just very very simple, like, oh, that's a nice, whatever, like it's like my unfinished or my pending projects bin, or one of them anyway, that I dug into, completed that project. I know that I did another like completion of project that was a different craft. I did and then I engage in my action figures and it's like stuff like that. And gave my one of my robes like its first full-on wash. It's gonna feel like nice and fluffy and maybe like shrinking down a little bit more to me. But yeah, so that's yeah, that's they're saying it's a glorified form of like cleansing your altar, feng shui. It's it's variations, like a compilation of practical magic. So it in form it acts as protection, and Definitely. That's wonderful. Yeah, I understand it now. I'll feel a lot better. Like, okay, it's not they're not just tasks, they're not just chores. There is more than it's straightforward purpose. Um and so it has more of a comprehensive value, and okay, I feel better. I feel better. Definitely. Mhm. And so one of the projects that I had worked on, that I was working on for a long as time, like just what do you call it? Just every now and then I would pick up the project, and there it was like this thing that was to match one of my grandma's earrings, that and I can't, I think I know where they are, but I think the colors match it exactly. And and uh, it's um it's just for me. I don't want to talk about it too much because people get too like yeah. Anyway, I finished it. Yay. It's like 90% complete. Yay. All right, anything else? No. Okay. All right, anything else? With other matters. Moon magic. Authorizing Officer Tuesday. Okay. Wait, we'll get the front card first? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Extroverted? Something's being brought. Again. So there's more. They said there's more. I was afraid of. Eight of Pentacles. More work? No. More completion. More mastery. More refinement. Is this just for me? No, it's also for my Divine Collective. So you must be doing the same as well. Doing well for yourself on that. Also maybe picking up like, like how they have Build-A-Bear, but they also have like paint or pottery type of like some might be like sculptors, pottery people. Or take on this, like you lose track of time completely when you do this activity, for sure. Somebody doesn't want me to say that. What the heck? Why? Anyway, here. Queen of Cups, extroverted. Maybe because there are other people that you know that do. For some, there are other people that you know that do it, that are like are almost like acting like future ops, because they not only believe that you can do it, but like know that you can do it well. So they're like, is that true? Yeah. Well, that's stank energy. But yeah, like you're so good that there's a possibility that you might ice them out of the competition. Because look, her hand is big, it's in control, it's dropping the ice into the, like, whatever drink that is. So, yeah, you could possibly do better than they can. They're worried about that anyway. Yeah. So I can't imagine that to be for like my full divine collective, but let me see here. Yeah, it's not for my full divine collective, but what the heck? Is there any other variation or no, that message just needed to come out for whoever that pertains to. For me, yeah, for me it's more aggressive, like speed to market type of energy, you know, who will get it out publicized faster, so there's a sense of ownership and yeah, but you know, with those things you can't really, well, I for me to, how do I say it, the most sense that I can make out of things is just to kind of like look the other way, like um it's the mirror effect, and um I'll mind my own business, and I'll assume that you're minding your own business. Whatever you're doing isn't going to bother me, because I'm not giving energy to any more than any more of what I just saw right here. You know, that's enough. um all my energy goes to my craft, what I'm doing, etc. um yeah, so there's that. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Anything else? All right. Anything else that I should know about? Any what is it? Action items? Yeah. Okay, let's get some. I'll get some action items here. Oh my goodness, what the heck? These? Okay. Oh, there's okay, like this. Okay. The Empress in reverse. Okay. Action items. Okay. No, it's true. It's supposed to be in reverse. Okay. Action items. Okay. First off, Knight of Swords in reverse. Keep focused. And, you know, detached. Detached, focused. Okay. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Extremely focused. What the heck? Is it like almost self-hypnosis? The heck with that? Oh my god, I got goosebumps. Do you see them? I got goosebumps. All right. Okay. King of Pentacles, extroverted, or, you know, in reversal, extroverted. What? Extremely focused on what? No, wait. How does that even make sense? Because these are like, extremely focused. Okay, so these are other bosses, like King of Pentacles. They're not in reversal per se, but just as we are, here, wait, is it? No, this also pertains to my divine collective. So just as we are empresses in reversals, there's also boss energies that are also detached, objective, or whatever, and they're still moving along the business, etc. And I'm hearing like recession, you know, type of energy. Like there's an area of detachment, like a different, it's not just a strategy, but also different ways in which you conduct yourself so that you don't lose your head when there are more publicized, like mass hysteria type of energy going on. So it's like you got to keep your cool, you got to keep. So there's an extreme focus almost. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Any more? Let's just continue on with these. Okay. Page of Pentacles, extroverted. Buyer behaviors. There might be energies like forecasters. Like I'm like hearing buyer behaviors, but of like these King of Pentacles. So is this external? Okay, so these energies that are like kind of detached, like these are big CEOs, like big box retailer type of energies, more commercial. Okay, so like for me, like I'm more of like at the status of show up, pop up kind of energy, so like whimsical almost. Now there's different strategies when you go like from, I know I'm not brick and mortar, but like, like there's e-commerce, blah, 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 there's different variations, but when there's like a common thread still that pertains to like, I don't know, is there something about, okay, King of Pentacles, talking about like buyer behaviors, like, okay, so there's a main face to certain business entities. We're not really examining. There's something about like what are they? How are they investing? Like, what are their personal investments? Like, what the heck is? Hold on, wait. Focus on. Yeah, there's something about buyer behaviors. Okay, so like, it's like kind of a chain of command. What the heck is this? Okay, so these energies, okay, in upright, but like detached, really, like even more detached than usual, are always examining buyer behaviors, like how people invest in themselves. There's more of a focus on that because like people are not buying like extras. So like, okay, so now there's an isolation to their buyer behaviors pertaining to how they invest in themselves. Like it's more practical. It's not just like, oh, measured, in all arenas. It's there's something about that. Okay, so let me okay. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Everybody is detached. I think, like, even within... No. Okay. So it's not about organizations being siloed internally, because that might have been, like, a long-term issue. I mean, I saw it back in the day. So... This has to do with consumer behavior, though. This is the only energy that is spending like is that right? It's an energy of gold digging energy. So, there's like, um, um, purchasing that is like extremely focused on like those that like are, you know, the like spending gaps between something that's just being extremely practical with your spending, like like the, what do you call it, the majority. And then there's like the gold digging behavior where it's like, I could just spend it on whatever the fuck I want, you know, kind of energy. Because I have an untapped, you know, what do you call it, a bottomless source, basically. um Wait, hold on. They're questioning like how long that's gonna last for. Okay, so I asked if this one was detached, and the dominating, like, and it's not. This energy is speaking, like, this representative of a gold digging energy, whether it's male, female, not whatever, you know, that's, and they don't always have to be a mother. Usually the Queen of Pentacles is a mother, but it's not, it's not heavily on, like, it's not even identifying that. It is a gold digging energy. Okay, but extremely focused on like in observation of these energies. Okay, let's see how this. Ten of Cups extroverted. Like, what makes people happy? What, like, fulfilled? Okay. Okay. So, talking about the things that I did yesterday, level of practicality, domestic unit, it doesn't take very much to make me happy, like feel fulfilled. Um, it's a realm of feeling safe. Um, Having the opportunity of choice within my own home. Um, not having to worry about my home, but add to it, you know, um, care for it. Um, so, so I suppose, all in all, when you look at the world, around you, and you see how others respond to it, you see that, um, others have their own story, and not everyone is monetary based, um, as far as, but it does kind of drive their doings, and some their undoings, regardless of whether or not it makes them feel fulfilled. So there's no judgment in it, but it's good to get a scope on what others are receptive to, how others are responding to, um, macrocosmic, situations, whether we're let in on the real deal or not, and when, you know, if and when. Um, so if these are call to actions, um, this would also give us a good, um, read on like a snapshot, a stasis snapshot of each form, um, before, like a before and after, like, so we can kind of gauge, um, like, if something were to happen on a mass scale, whether it's weather related or, um, you know, internationally related, um, how how we were going to say this about this, how secure people feel, you know, like what people, um, what their focus would be, what their, like how they would pivot their focus. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially like if you're spokespeople, public speakers, journalists, etc. Um, whether or not you report to anyone, um, you also have to gauge like how well you'll be heard. So there's an essence of like a level playing field where, you know, in some cases you're going to feel just like me. You're going to feel just like Tina with, you know, under 100 followers on her Instagram. Less than, what is it? Less than 400 um subscribers on her YouTube, you know. There's like that's after, I don't know, 5 or some odd 6 years, I don't know. Um I There's going to be a time where um people will treat you like a kind of like a nobody. So you have to know um how people will pivot. Um Especially if you have something um worthy to broadcast. Um hmm yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what all of this means, but that's, I'm just checking the energy. So the call to action is really a heightened level of observation. Like if this is a, since this is a powwow with a bunch of visionaries, psychic visionaries, it's important to get the feels for the 10 of cups within our own home, like what's the definition of that, and the assessment, like it's very grounding, so that we're also taking note of like our environment, and like true to form, without any hearsay, without any like media um uh um influencing um uh its biases. um yeah, I feel like that. hmm Okay, what the heck? Well, okay, anything else here? Call to action. Is there anything else? We'll get specs on here. It's the Three of Pentacles. And there's also like continue certain tangible, tactile type of crafts. Whether that's more of a feminine appeal or a masculine appeal or a blend of both. But it must be, there must be an integration of it being tangible, tactile, you know? Mhm. Yeah. Um, because there's something about where we're going to have to um be more knowledgeable in building. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, like salt of the earth building. There's something about like weaving your own web, and there's a certain artistry and precision. There's a craft to it. Not always precision though. Like sometimes you do things on purpose that are not supposed to be precise, you know? So there's something about how the tangible gives a lot more appreciation for the same craft that is intangible. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What the heck is that all about? I keep checking the energy, and they keep saying like, is there gonna be like a Y2K? Like, oh, there's gonna be what do you call it? um, you know, like all machines break down or whatever. And I don't. It's not that. It's more like, I don't know. Should I even hold on? I keep checking the energy, and there's retaliation. There's boycotting of certain manufacturer things, like um, you know um, yeah, it's that's what they're saying. I don't okay. Let's get a let's get more information on that. And Chariot in reverse. Did I check on the bottom of this? No. No. But on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Like a graceful goodbye, like au revoir. Okay. Anyway, Chariot in reverse. Yeah. Read it as is. Yeah. Chariot in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. The Hermit card in reverse. Sun card in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're not really saying. So there's like a stopping point. Like, yeah, stop doing whatever, like whatever it is. But like it's like some the plan, but it's not plan. You know, like it's, what do you call it? This is a, it's like to be continued. It's not to be determined, but it's to be continued. I don't know what the heck that means, but it's like there are some underground plans. Um but like there's a certain awareness that like something's got to be stopped. Yeah, it does really feel like 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 revolution type of energy, like reverse industrial revolution. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the Renaissance period, like something like, I don't know if you would call it that. It's not. Why is this so difficult? um. Anyway, everything is seen, like it comes to light. Like it's weird getting the Hermit card in reversal back to back to the Sun card in reverse. It's like kind of like a flickering light almost. Like it's but then when it decides to stay on or off, it's on. But it's blaring like got it. But it's weird. Like I asked if it was like local. No. Asked if it was international or nationwide. No. I asked, is it international? It's more of a yes. And therefore, is it global? It's yes, but also by assumption, because there are other economies that operate this like that. So I don't know how far in advance I'm talking here, but we're talking about visionaries here. So yeah, that's weird. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like um less talking, more doing. So like what I got from that was like a refinement, artistry, art appreciation and refinement. And so because of refinement, less talking, more doing. Yeah. Talking about more doing. The Housewife's Tarot. Anything else on that? Like, if that's the case, a lot of things would change, you know? Like, if you look at, like, manufacturing versus, like, hand, doing something more tangible, how does that apply to, like, the medical field, like pharmaceuticals? Like, what those are two different worlds, you know what I mean? Like, change would be expressed. Yes. First there was silence and then it's a yes. And I think that's what people like the higher ups are very concerned with. But anyway, okay. So as is, or Seven of Cups. Okay, options. Okay, Queen of Wands. Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh, through my teeth and breathing, I slightly whistled. What the frick? That's weird. The High Priestess extroverted. No, I am right about all of this. Because I am absolutely right. Like, I am absolutely right about this. People's, like, I'm given, a lot of opportunities, like a lot of options. Like, I get to have my preference. This is my life of preferences. This is my best life of preferences. I don't think I ever really had that. For real, for real. Until now. Yeah, but this is like paving way. Like there's something, and this is, there's also previous, like, Queen of Wands, like, you remember how I said something about, like, whatchamacallit, Louise Hayes. There's also, like, a bunch of other, gosh, I have their stuff. I know, there's a bunch of others, like, I don't even know why I can't think of their names. And it feels so embarrassing why I can't even think of. There's another lady. She does, like, a series also, educational series. Like, she's still very active. Oh my God, what is her name? Caroline Miss. Yeah. Um, okay, here it's pertaining more to Caroline Miss. I don't know why. I don't know. I haven't even interacted with her, but, like, I like her. You know, some of her series that I've tuned into, um, um, and, like, there's, like an approval, like, you may enter kind of energy. Yes. Because when I thought of Carolyn Miss, is that how do you say her name? Mrs. Name, like, I checked her energy and it was yes. But then when I checked Louise Hayes, or Hay, it's flatlined. Like, no, there's something, like, I don't know what's the deal with that, but I'm not gonna question it. It's fine. Is welcome in. Maybe I never had Louise Hayes, like, approval from the previous, because I couldn't remember her face, but her name just popped up. So I don't, yeah, we can void that out, because I think it was supposed to be Carolyn. Yeah, it was supposed to be Carolyn in the first place, not Louise Hayes. I don't think I have Louise's energetic approval. That is correct. I don't like dropping names or anything. I'm just, like, trying to verify who are my people, who you know, or, like, who's, I don't know. But anyway, Carolyn Miss. Okay. Anyway, so, um, there's, like, an approval, like, a credibility of, like, judgment of practice or something, in which, there's, like, more of a trust level in my judgment, like, even when it comes to suitors. So it's like, okay, you may come in, because if my daughter doesn't want to talk to you, or like if my grouping here doesn't want to talk to you, she'll let you know herself, you know, that kind of energy. So something like that. There's um there's a certain level of like trust, like love, like community or something. Anyway, I didn't even know if we were gonna I didn't know we were gonna go to this, but um what, okay, so yeah, I know this is true. um they sense it too. She senses it too. I mean, like, that's okay. That's as much as I would say. Okay, anything more? Let's just say mooncake time. Seven of Wands. Yeah. Well celebrated. Yeah. Um, this is a different variation of being well celebrated. Like, it's it's like the credibility of leverage. Like, there's no fighting here. This is this is I am a recognized guru. I don't even know what the true definition of guru is. I think a spiritual teacher, mentor, something like that, guide, something like that. I know when Aang in The Last Airbender visited that Appalachian guru, that's what I understand of guru. Yeah, in alignment for sure. Okay. Um, yeah, it's like, okay, I I need to have a pillow. I need to have a cushion because I'm going to be sitting here for a while. Like, um, that's what they showed me. The wheel in reverse. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. It's a different path. Like, I'm not taking anybody's seat. Like, I'm not. What is this though? Like, there's more than that. The Six of Wands. Yeah, pending. Something's. What is this? Pending win? Yes? No. No. They're saying you can't win them all. Very slightly. Very slightly. I can't win them all. Because there's something like, due to technicalities, it's almost as though it looks like I'm taking somebody else's seat. But it's like, someone was it decommissioned, like demoted, or like they shouldn't have been in that position. They fake the funk, and so that position is truly mine. Yeah, oh my god, I felt like my lip almost twitching. I forgot to tell you, like a day or two ago, 2 days ago, like sometime in the evening, my lip was twitching again, like a little bit. And that was that was telling me somebody was chanting, like, you know, doing like candle magic, but like chanting, like doing ritual work, chanting, like that's a more involved version of the evil eye. And but anyway, I just like yeah, there's like I just felt almost like a snarl, like just the beginning of it. Yeah, oh my goodness, yeah, for sure. um yeah, there's I can't win them all, which is fine, because when you see this, I think even in the Six of Wands, the traditional victory card, not everybody's like down for it, but they have to pretend like it. They have to, okey doke it, in a way. Okay, anything else? Not from here. Okay, we go. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it is extroverted. But like the ones that I have, like they're solid, They're really true kin, You can't be mad at that. Like um filtering, like the natural filtration system of the universe, like deems us well. Um yeah, deems us well. Me and my divine collective. Um um yeah, it's better that we have a filtration system before we encounter a siphoning system, of yucky externals. The world card, in reversal, extroverted. um yeah, they're saying like let it all out on this yeah, so like the world card is kind of like an like unfinished business, so like we can circle back with each other, we can yeah, like there's nothing really to hide with these energies. I mean, like we don't need to bullshit each other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not saying that we don't have any privacy, it's like we don't need to bullshit each other. Or there's no bullshitting allowed. Yeah. Yeah, that's a prerequisite. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Okay, so the takeaways come from here. All right, so 2 takeaways for my divine collective. Do I have like, are the button things popping? I can't see past a certain arena. All right, so 2 takeaways for my divine collective. First one. Five of Wands in reverse. No competition. There's no competition because you are the best. No fighting also. No, you're not going to interface with anyone that could possibly have a tiff with you because you're going to like there's nothing to really argue. Like you're like basically you would set them in their place. You know, whether gracefully, with diplomacy, or straight up like ass kicking for sure. Like there's like you wouldn't even have to go there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anything? No clarifier to that. Your second takeaway. I almost felt like a heart, like mm, like that really, like that really bothers someone. Like it almost like boils their blood. Like they can't. Yeah, like high blood pressure energy. You know. Yeah. It was weird. Okay, so you must be like newly appointed or something, or yeah, like almost, or you got more bodyguards or some kind of provision that, whatever variation that is. Okay, this is your second takeaway. Okay. Okay, this one I forgot. Hey, I'm holding. I forgot. Queen of Swords, extroverted, and then I forgot this one. Also, Magician. Oh my goodness. We have like spellcasters here, or people who are very strong with their diction, their wordplay, their yeah. We have very good word crafters here. Not just visionaries, but people who can speak it into existence, like with profound power. Yeah. Okay, so that's what you guys are, right? Yeah, you are. Like you can do what, like you do, how does it, what multiple people would have to do, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a fighting spirit in you. um Extremely talented, extremely talented. No clarifier for that. Very effective, efficient. um yeah, that's what you are. Okay. Firm acknowledgments. All right, my three takeaways. First one, Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Incredible patience. I think I work with patience well when I'm fully immersed in adoring certain things or figuring things out. Like, everything is like a self-study. Like I'm back in my um geology elective in class in college, and we're at the tide pools, and I'm like, oh my god, look at that, or my garden, oh my god, there's hello grasshopper. um I think that was a cricket, not a grasshopper though, because it was dark, not like bright green. But yeah, like I think I do very well in the exploration process. Yeah. It's like time is allowed because I have to be patient, but I'm not like upset that I have to be patient. I've found how to use my downtime without doing the most. while feeling, like engaging in the human experience. Well, would you look at that? Clarifier. Clarifier from here. Okay, so what am I pointing at? Like what? Okay. Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there in the now moment. You know, like the ships have arrived. I'm, whatever is here for me is here for me right now. Okay? Let's observe. Yeah, they're saying observe and report, like show and tell. Observe, yeah. Death in reverse. Yeah. Very very transformative thinking. Like, okay. And like if there's any ookity boogity people on the sidelines that I spot, I sense someone in the Six of Wands victory energy that they had stank face. And they're doing like some sort of evil eye thing or whatever, discreetly. I was like, oh yeah. That's that kind of energy there. That's what they said. Let me just check. Yes. Anything more? They said yes. There's something more to it. I don't know what, but what? It's transmuting the experience, is what they're saying. But Lovers in reversal inverted. I mean, I didn't check on it. No, that's the way it is. Okay. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah. Again, you can't. I can't win them all. Yeah, that's an acknowledgement of that again. But when I'm like, oh yeah, that's more in like my private arena. That's not like interfacing with them. It's kind of like when you remember somebody talks shit on you discreetly, like covertly, like a fake compliment, and you just realize it while you're like, or you realize it after whatever, but then you have your comeback and you're like, oh yeah, that's that's what that is. Yes. All right, my second takeaway is King of Swords in reverse. What is this? Internal, external, external. Big liar, liar pants on fire. Or objective. Objective, detached. Objective. This is external, it's objective. Is it present? Future? Present? Past? No, it's a blend between present and future. Detached, or not detached, objective. Clarified by what? Okay, objective. Okay. The Magician, extroverted. Um, oh, they want to be objective because they don't want to interrupt my like show. Like they don't want to interrupt the flow of my ta-da moments. Um, or hold on, what? Oh, you know what I'm hearing? Yeah, like this magic moment, so different and so new, and then it happened, something like that. I don't remember what. Sweeter than wine, softer than a summer's night or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to see it later. Okay. Seven of Pentacles extroverted. Yeah, like with all worthwhile things, it does take time. And again, the pentacles are on a tree, which takes time. The most time out of any blooms here. Yeah. So right now, I would be harvesting the ground blooms. But like I can see, you know, the 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 tree is hung. Chimney, what is it? It's like kind of Christmassy. Like, what is it? I forget the lullaby or the rhyme. Like the chimney, stockings hung. You know, chimney something. Yeah, something like that. But the tree is hung. The tree is. The tree is hung. Okay. um, but there's hold on real quick. What is that? Okay, maybe that's not a thing here. Wait, hold on a second. I'm looking for certain symbols here. Okay, I don't know what else to say here. Okay, but there's a tree. I mean, like, I don't have to wait for the tree to grow. Like, it has foliage. It has fruits on it. So, like, right now, I am harvesting the blooms, the bottom blooms right now. And I'm like, I look over, putting away the hose, and I'm like, hey, the tree is hung. Oh, it was extroverted. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't understand. Okay. My third takeaway is I don't know. I'm just reading the cards. Okay. Okay. Eight of Cups in reversal inverted. So this is a comeback, like a personal like pat on the back, like you did yourself good. Big turnaround, like what is it? 360? Like bibbity bobbity boo. Like a huge like turnaround. Like I can acknowledge that. I'm good with that. It's not like how do I say like I know myself best, so I'm the one that would know the full context of like the turnaround, the comeback for sure. Like I would know it in its fullest context. So therefore like I'm the one that would have the greatest appreciation for that. Oh, it's inverted like that, yeah. Yeah. Clarifier? No, it doesn't need a clarifier, they said. Any closure cards? No, and that's it. That's it. Leave it. Leave it right there. Okay. That's enough for tonight or this morning. Okay. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof. The aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, from pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for bonus included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due. Gosh dang it. Oh my gosh. Let's start all over again. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings. Now.